I'd like to make a couple of comments to the graduates as well, is that one of the things that has been very amazing for me is this university, as I got real involved, and a lot of people would say that I had trouble keeping a day job, that's why I was on so many committees, but one of the reasons I benefited so much, or got involved so much here, is because of how much I benefited. When I started to come back to Ohio after I left the Pillsbury Company, I ended up getting a leadership position and starting to manage research projects at the Givaudan Company, their former name. And because I had my MBA, I became the manager of these projects. Limited skill set on public speaking, but because of the MBA, it was assumed that I could do that. And at the time, I was real involved, started to get real involved with the university. Ken Lee was the chairman of the department, and I learned a ton of how to present with a really lot of passion and a clear message from Ken. Ken gave a lot of updates of what the department was doing at the time, and I was amazed at how good he was, and I sat there and sucked as much of that value from that learning as I could, and I actually became a pretty good public presenter because of Ken. As my responsibilities grew, my research group got bigger, and I was in a matrix management position, which essentially is a very efficient way to manage, but you have no direct reports. So it's very hard to tell someone to do something. You have to get their buy-in. And at the time, I was the chair of Bobby Mosier's Alumni Foundation, and I watched Bobby really energize his colleagues, be able to reach out to the stakeholders of the industry, and calmly get everybody on the same page. And I took a lot out of that from that. And in that matrix management approach, that was very helpful to me. And I was always amazed at how clear a message that Bobby spoke with. And again, I grabbed as much of that as I could. So people would always be saying, thanks for all you do. And I'd be kind of laughing that I'm getting way more out of this than I'm putting in. And finally, when census started growing, there was a point where we had between 50 and 75 employees. And when you're trying to lead people, sometimes you can get in the weeds and you can't really lead passionately and send a clear message. I was fortunate to get on the foundation board here, which allowed me to listen to President Gee speak. And President Gee is an inspiring, passionate person, and it was an opportunity for me to once again watch how he performed, take a lot of that, and put it into my own professional fabric. So through my entire career, I have been getting involved more and more, and really, it's odd to receive an award where I'm getting the most of the benefit back. So this has been a very, very great experience from that standpoint. So what I would say to the graduates that are going to become alumnus, as you start your careers, grab every opportunity that you can and get involved here. You know, you might not think you have a lot initially, but you do. You guys all came through a great program in a great facility. You had great advisors. And we need you now, as you're an alumnus, to help us continue to push this university forward.